Okay, day 13. Unlucky for some. Oh, bikes, look. I wish I could get over there, but I can't get through the sand. There must be another way to do that. But there's no saying they can get off at the other end. Getting very busy now. But once they're over this bit, they can cycle along there. A lot of people behind me. I don't know, perhaps I'm blocking the way. No, they can get down. This will be interesting. I don't know who they are, but we'll see. What, maybe? Those are them. I'm just enjoying the rays. I was going to stop here and have my breakfast, but I'd be like in a cage here, a bit in a zoo, you know. Everyone stops to look at me eating. Look, there's the crazy Englishman, look, on that strange bike. What's he eating? Throw him a banana. No, oh no, I mustn't say that. Is that a lighthouse? I think that is a lighthouse. Anyway, day 13. Looking very good. I'm going to cross in another ferry today, and I should end up in wine country around Bordeaux, but on the west coast. Are those waves out there, surfing waves, or is that... I don't know. It's not a tsunami, is it, coming in? Oh well, we'll live and learn. See you later. Right, here we are. How's this for a bike path? Hang on, I've not come from down there, I've come from behind me, down there, following this path now. This is going to take me round to the ferry, I hope. So come along for the ride, fishermen. Yeah, kind of going upper class now, isn't it? Jeepers creepers. I don't know how much the ferry is, don't know how I've got to pay, don't know anything about it really. Soon find out. I'll stay in my middle gear, I think. I want to get caught out. Look at this. Look. Do you know, when the campsite was on last night, I could hear that sort of roaring sound, so perhaps it was coming up. Wave, YouTube. YouTube. Oh my goodness me. See? It's a smile machine. I love it. Look at that coastline. Is that an island? That's another island out there. Well, it's a far cry from those canals, wasn't it? That, oh, I don't know, hundreds of miles, 100 miles on that canal path. Certainly turning warmer now. I think we're expecting 26 today, 27. Going into Bordeaux now area, the wine growing country, where it's going to be hot. Looking at the temperatures for Bordeaux for the next few days, it's about 30. I'm across to the west though, yeah, the west coast, because I'm obviously on the Atlantic here, so this is the west coast. So I don't know, probably 20-30 miles away from Bordeaux, so I think it'll be a little bit breezier, probably a bit cooler. Oh yeah. Do you know, I could really get used to this cycle trike expeditions. I'm still thinking about South Korea. I'd really love to do that while I still can. I might look at that for early next year. Got to watch the weather there though, because if you go too early it's bloody snowing, so oh, here we go. Okay, and then but also I'd still like to do like Portugal down into Spain. Somehow get to, the only way I can get to Portugal is to fly. It is a rigmarole with a trike. I have to pack it up and box it and dismantle it and reassemble it and do all sorts of things. And then I could come down from probably somewhere in Portugal to Santander and back on the ferry. I've still got that dreaded journey, haven't I? Plymouth to Plymouth area. It's probably the worst. It's the worst going. It's going to be the worst going. The worst getting to the ferry, and the worst can't get through there. I can't get through there. Let's go around. See, you see obstacles. You've got to respond quickly. Oh, yeah. We can get rolls here. We can't we? I think I'm going to stock up. Right, okay. Okay, I couldn't resist doing this. I really have got to make my way to the ferry. I'm losing ground here all the time. I've only done 12 miles. It's 11:30. Wow, look at these houses overlooking this. There we are. That's what we are. Boulevard de la Côte d'Argent. Argent? I don't know. New? Yeah, of course, but they're quite stylish in a way, aren't they? They're not out of place. Oh, a bit of leopard skin. Bonjour. You never know. Leopard skin Lil. Don't be disrespectful, Andrew. Sorry. Is this? I don't think this is a road. No, it is. It's. I see. It's a cycle path here. This, you know, look at this. Just, I mean, look at this. It was obviously a road, wasn't it? They thought, no, we want cyclists. There's a lot of hills. I am struggling. Sort of 4 or 5% gradients where they only go on for about 100 yards, but they are a nuisance. Bonjour. How do you like them apples? Look at that. Oh, I've got to be careful now because I might have to turn the camera off. So I've given you a taste of what's happening. I suspect this will go all the way around to the port. So here we go. I might be able to do it in this gear, I don't know. Yeah, I think I can. Just about. And round we go. And this is what it's been like probably the last 5 miles. That's not nice. Do you know, if you're going to have a resort, a coast, this is the way to do it, isn't it? I don't think we quite get it right in the UK. It's well maintained, plenty of bins, no people, it's perfect. Just had a banana. I've had my breakfast. That was a half-eaten roll from yesterday. I've just stocked up with fruit, peach. I couldn't get any apples, so I've got peaches and orange, some bananas. Oh, I keep hearing cars coming up behind me. I'm thinking, goodness me, if I can't get over anymore, they can't get through. Then I realise it's a separate road. Oh, this is glorious, isn't it? I don't know, 24, maybe 25 degrees. Yeah, I'm having to be a bit careful on the filming because of memory cards. I didn't bring a computer with me, and I couldn't get my phone to accept a card reader. I tried 2 and rejected both of them, but there are some that do and some that don't. I don't know. So in the end, I just bought a daffy of SD cards, but I have to get Extreme Pro, and they're not cheap. So I think I've got about a couple of 128s, maybe 3, about 3 64s. Bearing in mind, as you know, if you're editing, filming, half of it, you know, you lose a lot of it. Okay, I'm going to have to concentrate a bit more up here, I think. There's things going on. People looking at me strangely, and others just revelling in it and giving me a cheer. Never mind. I should have some flags on, shouldn't I, you know? French flag, Spanish flag and a UK flag. But I'll cover up the UK flag, I think. Just in case they get a bit irksome. Oh, yeah, I haven't got a lot of choice, but I know what you mean. I bet it's another hill. Just know it is. Yeah, you see. Right, I think that's all you're going to get for now, because I'm going to have to concentrate up here a bit. There we go. The last shot of the sea for a while. Probably the last bit of filming today because I'm really low on battery. Running beside a railway line doesn't look like it's used very often, but it obviously still is used. I'm off the ferry now at Royan. I got on the ferry, lovely ferry, probably about 30 minutes on it. A bit rough, but it was okay. A bit swaying up and down. I'm always worried because of my balance, so I managed to get off the trike, left that down in the hold with all the cars and the other bikes, and got up on the deck and sat there. There's plenty of seats. And it was nice, hot but nice. It's interesting, you know, because there's plenty of space for bikes all the way down one side. But of course, what everyone does, they want to get to the front. So I was one of the first on because I'd waited quite a while for it. So I was at the front, and then what I noticed was they're all coming up and double and treble parking next to me, which is basically locking me in. And they're all going off, buggering off, locking their bikes up and buggering off up on deck. And I'm thinking, hang on, I'm sitting here like a wally, guarding their bikes for them. So I thought, sod that. So I've managed to barge my way out. I don't think I damaged anything. There's a railway line. And there's a picnic. I could have stopped there. I have to have a pee in a minute. Oh, sorry, nature calls. You know, these are realities of travelling on the road. Fortunately, my bowel movements are regular, so it's every morning, and then I'm normally okay. Although I have had one field stop, and that was a interesting one. I don't know why. I think it was probably water, maybe, because I'd filled up water at a camp, and you never know whether it's coming from the mains or from water tanks. So I did have a little bit of an upset. No, I didn't have an upset stomach. It threw me out of my rhythm, I think, and I ended up trying to go in a field. And do you know, there's only a few times I think I've been constipated in my life, and that just happened to be one. I don't know why. I just couldn't go. I don't know. It might have been just nerves of being, you know, I don't know, doing it in the wild. Anyway, that's enough on that subject. But I went eventually, but it wasn't easy, especially down on your haunches. Mind you, I lived in China, so to start with, I did get used to that. But now, those years on, 10, 15 years on, it's really difficult getting down there. Anyway, enough of that. Today, yeah, the ferry. It was lovely. €4. I'd crossed on one further back, and that was free. It was only a short hop, mind. And then the one the other day that was like a pull across, that was €2. So, right, I just had to stop and change the battery in the GoPro. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to wait until tonight and do it. I thought I'd do it today. Oh, two pigeons, look. Look at it's interesting now. Look at the terrain, the landscape. Look at the planting. You know, sand I know, but this is dry now, hot. Turn right onto Boulevard Felix I don't know what he means by turn right, because I'm sort of going along here. But I had to film this because it's pretty. Oh, sand. Let's get over on this side. I've had a few places where I've had sandy paths. In fact, I had one yesterday. I couldn't do it. I only had 12 minutes. I was 12 minutes away from the campsite I was trying to get to, sort of cross country through this forest, but it was sand. And in the end I had to just turn around and go back about a mile and track the road round. Just couldn't do it. Because the wheels dig in, the back wheel especially with the weight, and the front wheels for steering as well. It's a nightmare. Look at this planting. Oh, that's getting twitches in my back. So I'm getting twinges in my back, and I don't know why. It's not internal, I think I said it yesterday. It's where it's rubbing on that strap that goes across, but sometimes it nips me. Wow, look at this. There's the sea. See if I can get over and then we'll have a look at the beach, if there is one, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, if there is one, yeah. Oh no, there's no beach. Can't see a beach anywhere. Oh no, there's no beach. Imagine living here then. Bonjour. Well, we obviously carry on down here, but I'm going to have to be a bit careful here. I think people take a poor view of me travelling along here. I'm getting away with it because they probably think I'm disabled. Said this before, haven't I? Yeah. If you've got an ACE card, use it. Yeah. Oh, life as we know it. A lot of, goodness me, a lot of bikes. I don't know why. We shall see in a minute. Perhaps people cycle to the beach. Bonjour. Oh, night. Definitely, let's see. Can't get through there, I don't think. Can I? No, I can't. So I'm going to split down here, and I'm going to go through there, and then I'm going to go that way. There we are. And on we go. Onwards and upwards. Oh, cobbles. I haven't had these before. I think. Oh no, they're all right. They're okay. Only for a little while. This is rather nice, isn't it? Yeah. Now watch where you're going, please. Watch where you're going. People eating, they won't want to be filmed. Let's aim the camera that way. Doesn't really matter, does it? Everyone's having their food. One time they'll be happy to be on YouTube, I think. That's one time too many. Yeah, I've got a twinge. I don't know what that is in my back. I'm going to have to watch that. I don't know why it's doing it. It's there. One of my vertebrae. Could be a nerve in there that's getting trapped against that. But it's like a stabbing pain. It's warm, probably, I don't know, 25, 26. There is a cool breeze, which is nice because we're on the west here, so. And it's not in my face, it's coming across me, probably slightly behind actually. So if anything, it's like a mini tailwind. Oh wow, it goes on and on. Wow, look, that'll be cheap, won't it? That's a doer-upper. A proper doer-upper, that one. Do you know, it's interesting. We've, I kind of keep comparing it to the UK and thinking, well, our coast, we've got the coastline, but I suppose what we haven't got that hot weather, have we? All the, you know, we get 30 degrees occasionally now, but let's see if we can make any sense of this. Yes, we can. I think we come in here. But this coastline, I've been on it for a couple of days now, haven't I? You know, and I'm pulling away from it sometimes, coming inland a bit. But there are,
roundabout, take exit 1 onto Boulevard Charcot.
you know, there's lots of beaches, loads, long beaches. Some of them quite isolated, because I've seen cars sort of parking up nearby and then walking through the dunes to them. There's obviously resort areas, but I don't know what it'll be like in the, in the height of the summer, like July and August. That'll be interesting. Don't know what I'm meant to do here. I'm just going to keep going. I would imagine this would be very busy. Oh dear, look at that. Derelict. I wonder why. Built without planning permission. Structural defects, look at those. If they were usable, there'd be a lot of money sitting there. Perhaps there is. Wow.
Turn right, then turn left.
Oh no, don't be silly. Oh, maybe. No, she's not. Maybe she's not doing me wrong. Maybe she's sending me down this path.
Turn left.
I don't know about turn left. Before that, I've got to turn right, haven't I? I think it's that. Boom, 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 boom. And turn left, maybe. I don't know. This just doesn't feel right, but we shall see. Let's see, Holly. Oh, she's not telling me to go back.
In 2 miles, turn left.
Crikey, in 2 miles. Ooh, a bit of a change there, a bit of a chill. Sun's gone behind the cloud. Let's get in the right gear. Right, well that's another taste of what life is like on the road. On the western coast of southern France, heading towards Spain. We're actually in Bordeaux country now, actually. In wine country. If I go away from the coast here, we'll start to pick up the vineyards. I'm going to cut across soon. I'm not doing it just yet. I'm staying on the coast. I'm enjoying this sunshine. And I will cut over. You can see why now, can't you? If it's flat and this kind of sun, those grapes will be growing.